How to give yourself a Brazilian wax at home. I am a professional in women's hair removal methods, and I am going to show you exactly how to wax your lady garden at home. This is an educational video for my channel, so let's get started. Preparation tips. First things first, make sure that your skin is clean. Use either baby wipes or make sure you have thoroughly washed the area that you are going to be waxing. If you have any cuts, sores, or wounds, do not wax over them. Make sure that your skin is completely dry before you begin. You will need to wash the area to be waxed 24 hours prior with a mild soap. Do not use anything with fragrance or dyes, as this can cause irritation to the skin. The best way to remove unwanted hair from the bikini area is when your hair is about 1/4 inch long. Don't wax if your hair is too short or too long. Pain management. Yes, waxing does hurt, but there are many ways that you can reduce the pain. Try taking a warm bath or shower prior to your wax. This helps open up your pores and makes the process less painful. You can also try putting a heating pad on the area to be waxed for about 20 minutes prior to your treatment. Taking an over-the-counter pain medication like Tylenol or Advil can help dull the pain receptors and reduce discomfort. Another trick is to pull the skin taut like a drumhead while the wax is being removed. This minimizes the amount of pain that you feel. A trick I learned from one of my esthetician instructors is that if you take 2 fingers and tap the area very quickly before you rip off the wax, it really helps to minimize the pain. The reason why this works is because you are distracting the nerves by sending a quick signal to your brain right before the actual pain occurs. Some people also find it helpful to have someone hold their hand during the waxing procedure. Distraction and support, right? But please remember, whatever you do, do not wax over broken or irritated skin. And if you have sensitive skin, try a small patch test on your leg first before attempting to wax your bikini area. The procedure. Now that we've gone over all the preparation tips, let's go ahead and get started with the procedure itself. Have all of your supplies ready before you begin. I always like to have my phone nearby with a show or podcast playing to help me relax. Having everything ready to go makes the entire waxing experience so much easier. Here's a list of supplies that I recommend having before you begin. Step 1. Apply talc-free baby powder. Applying talc-free baby powder to the area to be waxed will help absorb any excess oil and help prevent the skin from becoming sticky. Step 2. Measure out your wax. Using a wax warmer or wax melting pot is the best way to melt your hard wax beads. However, if you don't have these supplies, you can microwave the wax in 10-second intervals. Be careful not to overheat the wax. I recommend doing a little practice on a friend first to get the hang of measuring out the correct amount of wax. It takes some time to get this down pat. Step 3. Get into position. You can perform this self-wax either sitting or lying down. It's completely up to you and what you are most comfortable with. Some people also find it helpful to have a partner do this for them. It's really all up to you and what you are most comfortable with. Step 4. Start waxing. If you are new to waxing, start at the top of the lip area and work your way down towards the vaginal opening. If you are more experienced with waxing, you can go ahead and start anywhere that is most convenient for you. Always wax in the direction of hair growth. I recommend working in small sections and overlapping each section by about ½ an inch. Be sure not to press too hard while applying the wax, as this can cause skin tears. Once the wax has been applied, allow it to cool down for about 15 to 20 seconds. If you are new to waxing, have a friend do your first few waxes to get the hang of it. Aftercare essentials. Proper aftercare is essential for preventing infection and irritation to the skin. Immediately following your wax, you will want to apply an ice pack or cold compress to the area to reduce inflammation. You can use either a bag of frozen vegetables or a cold wash rag. Do this for about 10 minutes. The next step is to cleanse the area with a mild soap and water and pat the area dry. I recommend waiting 24 hours before you resume using any skincare products or feminine hygiene products. Do not douche or use any harsh chemicals or exfoliating products on the area for at least 24 hours after waxing. To minimize the appearance of red bumps, you can apply a cool compress and use an over-the-counter hydrocortisone cream. To reduce the appearance of ingrown hairs, you can use a topical exfoliating product such as a lotion containing glycolic or lactic acid. I recommend following these steps for the first 24 hours after your wax. Common mistakes to avoid. Not cleaning the area. Before waxing, make sure that the area that you are going to be waxing is clean and free of any debris. You can do this by using either baby wipes or by washing the area with a mild soap and water. Make sure that the area is completely dry before you begin waxing. Shaving between waxes. I know that sometimes it can be tempting to shave between waxes, but this is something that you should avoid at all costs. Shaving can cause razor burn and irritation to the skin, which can make waxing more difficult. Plus, shaving can also cause ingrown hairs, which is something that you definitely don't want to deal with. Not using enough wax. Make sure that you use enough wax to cover the entire area that you want to remove. If you don't use enough wax, it may not remove all of the hairs that you want, and you may end up with uneven results. Waxing over broken skin. Never wax over any broken skin or areas that are irritated. This can cause infection and other complications. If you have any cuts, sores, or wounds, make sure that they are completely healed before you wax. Over-exfoliating the skin. While exfoliating the skin can help prevent ingrown hairs, it's important not to overdo it. If you exfoliate the skin too much, you can cause irritation and other complications. Just a gentle scrub once or twice a week is usually sufficient. Not waiting long enough between waxes. Waiting long enough between waxes is important to allow the skin to heal and grow back in new hair. If you wax too frequently, you may cause irritation and other problems. Most experts recommend waiting at least 4 to 6 weeks between waxes. Don't wax when you have an active infection. If you have an active infection in the area that you want to wax, it's important to wait until the infection has cleared up before waxing. Waxing over an active infection can spread the infection and make it worse. Hygiene and safety. Here are some additional tips to keep in mind when it comes to waxing hygiene and safety. Always wash your hands thoroughly before and after waxing. Make sure that your fingernails are clean and short to prevent any accidental cuts. Wear gloves while performing the wax. If you have acrylic nails, make sure that your tools are clean and sterilized. Always sanitize the area to be waxed with either alcohol or baby wipes. Store your wax in a cool, dry place. Do not use expired wax. If you experience any signs of infection, such as redness, swelling, or pain, make sure to see a doctor right away. How often should I wax? Most people will see new hair growth within 4 to 6 weeks after waxing. How often you decide to wax will depend on the rate at which your hair grows. Can I dye my bikini area after waxing? It's best to wait 24 hours after waxing before applying any type of dye to the area. This will help reduce the risk of skin irritation and allergic reactions. Will my hair grow back darker and thicker? No, your hair will not grow back darker or thicker after waxing. However, it may appear that way because when you shave, you cut the hair at an angle. This gives the hair a blunt tip, which makes it look smoother. When the hair grows out, it looks thicker and darker. Can I get pregnant if I wax my bikini area? Yes, you can still get pregnant if you wax your bikini area. The wax will not affect your fertility. Can I wax if I have sensitive skin? Yes, you can wax if you have sensitive skin, but you will want to take extra precautions. Make sure to test a small amount of wax on your leg first before waxing your bikini area. You may also want to consider using a different type of wax, such as hard wax, which is less irritating to the skin. There you have it. You are now a Brazilian waxing pro. Remember to relax and enjoy the process. With a little practice, you'll be able to achieve the perfect wax at home. Until next time, stay smooth and confident.